What is going on? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. We are still on the Mach 1 Mustang. Still working on the doors. Yes. I got the doors all welded up. Best I can do with what I had to work with. So I'll show you what we got going. All right, so I thought this was etch primer, but it ended up being green paint. Oops. But I put some rust treatment stuff on this door and let it sit overnight. So I'm probably gonna start with this door first, get her cleaned up, and I gotta wipe some filler and some sections on the bottom side. We'll get this bottom side worked in. This is where we had to weld up everything on this corner and down in this groove right here. But it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. I'm gonna clean it up. Got a little bit of grinding to do. I'm gonna get this green paint off because it looks like crap. And I'm gonna put the rust treatment on this door as well. Just to kind of, an extra step, just to do it, really. Yeah, so yep, let's get started on this. Come back with a rag, kind of wipe off everything on this, and there's still a little puddle right here, which ain't a big deal. And we'll get some brushed on here and start wiping some body filler. Okay, I went ahead and sanded the green paint off that I could. We'll go ahead and just brush some of this metal prep on here, like rust mort. It'll turn anything into primer, kind of stop any kind of rusting or anything that's going on that's going to try to start. Really want to get around where I welded to, because it can kind of get in behind wherever ain't welded really nice or good, or whatever you want to call it, or porous, and kind of treat that. Get the bottom real good. Get on there, you get on there and you like it. I tell you, get on that door. I want you on there now. Good and covered. Just kind of rubbing around this thing. I kind of went over it with some 120. And now just kind of hitting all the grooves with a Scotch-Brite pad. Kind of knock off any of the rust mort scale, because when it dries, it kind of bubbly in a way. I don't really know why. I guess because of the acid or whatever's in it. I'm not a scientist. So yeah, just gonna kind of clean her up a little bit, and we get some body filler on this corner right here. Put a little bit right here. I think I may have some seam sealer. We'll go ahead and seam seal the back side of this thing. Where is it? I don't know. It's somewhere around here. All right. I don't know what's more work, this car or wearing these damn pants. This stuff cost about what Rage used to cost, but everything's so expensive anymore. So we're just gonna try to slick this out a little bit better than what it is. We're not trying to make this thing beautiful, just to kind of fill in the low spots, let it be what it's going to be. It's a door jamb. So who really cares? It's just not got a bunch of holes in it anymore. Alright, I come in and run the bulk of this down with the DA or a little palm sander. Just kind of finishing it out with doing it by hand with a piece of 80 grit. They said, we're not trying to make these things like, oh man, door jam, you know. No, it's a door jam. Who cares? We just made it a little bit better than what it was. It ain't got a bunch of rod in it. So we're just trying to smooth it out some. And that's all we're doing. It's just a little bit better than just having a straight filler in a hole, which, like I said, would work for a while. It would it'd last for a good while. Some short strand fiberglass and a little bit of filler, it would last a good while. It's just this is going to be standing a little bit better of a chance than just having a hole there. So now I'm going to blow it off, see if my seam sealer is over there still any good, and we'll get all this seam sealed through here down through the bottom and let it sit. That's going to pretty much do it for me today. You can see that stuff's turning black. It's starting to turn the color of the door more of like a purpley look, purple, whatever you want to call it, a darker gray, purple, whatever. So let's get some seam sealer on this thing. I ain't got no seam sealer. I gotta get some. Dadgummit anyway. That's really gonna stop me for the day. I got to run some other errands anyway today, so I'll pick up a tube or two. Dadgummit anyway. That just means we get to do more work tomorrow. So the goal is to get backside of these doors pretty much done, and start working on the fronts, and we'll hang them up on our nifty little hanging device over here and prime the whole door together, and then the doors will be done. We can move to the fenders. That'd be great. So let me go get some materials, take care of some other things I gotta do today, and we'll try to hit it harder tomorrow. Come on, it is, yeah. Gonna have the best looking door jams around. All right, yeah, we been a few days, just kind of finishing up some filler work on this bottom corner, and then we'll get this side, this door seam sealed. I got this one already done, so just had to come back in, kind of glaze a couple little spots that were a little deeper than I wanted them to be. Got a little bit of filler here. This door is pretty much ready to be flipped over and work the front side. Got her all seam sealed in. It's a lot better than it was. So not perfect, but they're door jams, who cares? So I'm gonna finish getting this one sanded the rest of the way, get it smoothed out, and we'll get it seam sealed, and we'll go ahead and flip that door over and start the front side process of getting these things ironed out. Hopefully get them primed. I don't know if I'll get them primed today. I got some stuff I got to go take care of, but we'll get as far as we can. Plus the camera is not charged up all the way. Awesome. So, yep, limited on what I can record today anyways. We are ready to do some seam sealing. So I'm using some Sims gray seam sealer, direct to metal, paintable immediately. We're just gonna poop some of this on there, kind of ever so slightly. You get in there and slick yourself out. And then take your finger and just kind of smooth her out. We'll let this dry. Once we get it all the way around we'll let it tack up a little bit, and we'll come back with a rag with some wax and grease cleaner on it, and it'll help melt that stuff down smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this door seam sealed, and we'll come back, do that, and get to move on to the fun stuff. Okay, I got her all seam sealed. Got a little bit right there to get off. Now it's on my hands. Got her slicked out. Let that dry real good. Get this off my hands. So now we'll flip this door over. Get all the crap off of it. And start working the top side of this thing. And see how much work it's going to actually be. Alright, door. Let's go this way, I reckon. Oh yeah. Works. Alright, so this is the door that we had to put the patch panels in the bottom on the front side. It's got a pretty bad spot right here, so I think I'm going to take my stud gun and kind of pull it out a little bit instead of just building it up with filler like it was before. And then we'll work this bottom side and get it how it's supposed to be. It's got a little bit of runoff on the got to sand all that. So the first thing I'm going to do is sand it with some 80 grit and make sure we get all the any kind of flash rust or anything like that taken care of. And I got some seam sealer on the back, on the front side from the back side, so get all that off too. All right, I'll wipe this down with some wax and grease, get it good and clean, and start wiping the bottom side of this thing. Oh yeah, first off we need to kind of pull on this a little bit, try to straighten it out some. Okay, had the big drop cord wired in over the weekend, so we're going to see if that kind of helps with some of the electrical issues we were having in this place. Because this gun would barely work. So let's see what happens. I ain't used this thing since the last time I used it. See how many times I drop it and pick it back up. I don't know, the fan didn't. I clicked on that, it said, wham! I don't know. So I'm gonna pull on that and see what happens. Alright, finally found my slide hammer. I didn't know where the hell it was, and that didn't weld to the freaking door. Oh boy, just fantastic. See if that does any better. I try to do about 2 more just to pull that low spot out of that door. So let's see if we can get them out. Hopefully it'll keep welding, I don't know. Got a serious issue with power in here, so gotta get it figured out quick, fast, in a hurry. Got it pulled out best I could. I don't know. Stud gun just couldn't get a good weld on it. I got about 3 good ones on it. I got it out a lot better than it was, but just do the best we can, what we got to work with. So I'm gonna wipe this thing down, get all the dirt and impurities off of it. Look how dirty that thing is. Start wiping this bottom section and working the bottom section. We're gonna get it as close as we can. We're not trying to get it dead nuts perfect, but we won't try to get it to, you know, just get it close, get it on the car, we get everything test fitted. It's gonna probably need a little bit more finessing. Alrighty, let's make a cake. Get a couple scoops of this out. Waste the majority of it. Usually what I end up doing, end up mixing up way more than I need. I don't know. So I'm using 3M platinum filler. Pretty good. So I like using Rage, but that stuff's done gotten crazy expensive, and just can't get it. Can't afford to get it. Get off of there, tape. All right. I don't know why that thing had tape on it. Try to wipe the entire bottom section along with this back edge. That's what I'm going to try to do. Let's see how far we get. Alrighty. Do this side here. Start working the bottom. Okay, I want to touch base on something. I've had a lot of people ask why I hadn't got their car yet. I only take on one project at a time, and as you can see with like a car like this Mustang, they tend to grow. What starts as simple ends up turning into a whole nother aspect of the job. So I'd rather take my time and do it as right as I can versus taking in a bunch of cars, taking money up front, and basically robbing Peter to pay Paul. And I don't want to cut no corners. I want to do these things as best as I can. So if you're waiting on me to get to your car, I appreciate it. I appreciate the patience. I'm getting there. I mean, I just got to do one at a time. I don't have all the room in the world to be storing cars and taking all these cars in, because it takes all the space I have to do one. I'm actually trying to figure out a way to get my own personal projects out of the shop. So that's something else I've been working on. I just don't like to stack projects. So if you're needing your car done right away and you've been waiting on me and you're ready to have it done, I'm probably not the guy for the job. I appreciate everybody that's gotten with me, trying to get me to do them. I don't work on collision jobs. I don't do new stuff. I do hot rods, old school cars, something that I feel like is going to be interesting on the channel, that I can film and show to y'all what we're working on, how we're going about fixing it, what we're going to do to it. And a lot of my background is paint and body work. That is my main focus, is paint and body. So if y'all are watching and you're still watching to this point, I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing and following along and being members. That is great. So let's kick back towards this Mustang, get some more stuff done. I just wanted to throw that out there. Just had a phone call a minute ago, so I was like, I got to try and nip as much of this in the bud as I can. So I appreciate y'all, and let's get back to the Mustang. Okay, we got this door roughed in. It feels pretty daggone good. And you might be thinking, oh, that's a ton of filler. That's a ton of filler. No, it's not. You can see the metal coming through all over the place. It's just leveled out. I don't know where my magnet went. I should have a magnet somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I was going to stick a magnet on it, but everything's kind of got a magnet on it. Yeah, see, it sticks on there. Before nothing would stick on there. Had so much stuff on there. I stuck a magnet on there and it wouldn't stick to the car. So I think we did good. This door is pretty much ready for primer. I'm gonna get started on this door. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm not gonna get started on it today. I got some things to go take care of. Trying to get stuff to get the power fixed in this building. So it's a whole nother thing we're trying to take care of. Trying to got 900 things going on at one time. So we'll get this door flipped over. So all we gotta do tomorrow is hopefully come in, get the top side of this door looking like that other one. We'll get them hung up on the stand there and get these things in primer. Oh. This is where a lot of the body work's going to be at, right in here. And there's going to be a lot down here at the bottom as well, just from where somebody took a grinder and divoted the whole bottom of this thing. And there's a little bit of a wallop right there. And we got to get the rest of this off. And this off. We got to get the rest of that off. All right, so I got to get out of here, get this camera charged up, get the microphones good and charged up, and we'll hit this hard tomorrow and see what we can get on these doors, if we can get them primed in. Be awesome. Alrighty, it is next day. We're going to try to knock these doors on out, hopefully. So we got to come back through, clean this surface up on this door, make sure there's no flash rust on it, get it good and clean, get the rest of the crap off of it that is still on it, make sure all the edges are sanded real good and get all the buildup off of them. I think I charged my camera up and my microphone's up good enough, so we ain't got to worry about that going dead today. So we'll get as far as we can, hopefully see some primer on these doors. All right, got the little DA set up with some 80 grit. We're going to just run around this thing and get it clean. All right, got a little bit of work to do. All right, so you can kind of probably see it in the camera just by the light reflection. If that light would quit doing weird stuff. I don't know, the camera and that light don't get along. But this whole section right here is pushed in. You can kind of see it. You can see how this door looks. It's nice and straight. If the light would quit doing weird things. And we got a lot of issues going on here, which there ain't really much I can do about that. Just we're gonna glaze this whole door. I do need to pull this out though, or try to get in there and push it out some sort of way. I might can come through this hole and maybe try to massage it up a little bit. So I'll try that first. Trying to get all the stuff off these edges of these doors, man, because I was hitting it and it was just flaking off of there. So may have to come back around and hit that again. Let me see if I can find something to push up in there and see if we can't straighten that out. All right, I'm gonna take this small pry bar, ram it up in there, and see if I can massage it out with this. And hopefully I can. So I really don't feel like using a stud gun to pull this out. All right, gotta massage her out a little bit. Probably that door's gonna do all kind of weird stuff. Stay there, door. A little bit better. A little bit better. A little bit more to go. It's not as bad as it was. Still not the greatest either. Let's see if I go in this way. Gotta get rough with her. It's a lot better than it was. You know, the whole thing was sunk down in the door like A little bit of filler work to do there. We'll put some glaze on it, just kind of smooth her out a little bit. Whole door up through here is just beat off to hell. I don't understand. There's dents all through there. I'm gonna wipe it down. We're gonna glaze it and run it down, get it close, and we'll worry about the rest when we get it back on the car. All right, I've got it run down. First run, first wipe, first look. I got some baby kittens back there in the back corner if anybody wants one. They gotta go. So this is the first look. I run this down as far as I could, and you can see all the low spots, all the very high spots, and so we knew the back of the door was going to be a lot worse than the rest of it. I didn't get up here yet, but also going to pretty much have to skim this again as well. There's that wallop I was talking about right there. Like I said, it's bad, but it's close enough to be worked. This would probably be the deepest part of the door. And yeah, I probably could have tried to hammer and dial it, but man, it was already kind of so fatigued, and it was already kind of almost in like an oil cannon type of situation that I really didn't want to bother it anymore, because right now it's still stiff enough that it'll hold its shape. So kind of just going to work with what we got and just wipe it one more time, and hopefully that'll get it. I may have to wipe this section of the door at least 2 more times, but I think the front part of the door and the bottom section I can get one more time. And this part of the door right here is pretty good until you get about right here. So I'm gonna wipe it one more time, see what we got, and go from there. All right, second wipe, second rundown. This front part of the door is looking really nice. Got a little bit of a spot right in here. And of course we knew we're gonna have a lot more issues right here. So this is at least gonna take one full wipe right in here. The rest of this door is gonna come out pretty nice. So I can glaze it a little bit along the bottom here, from one little glaze. I'm not real sure how this is gonna look, but it's better than it was. But also, I got shit on my face. Also, we're going with a patina style paint job. So we're gonna get this thing as straight as we can, but if it has a spot in it or a little bit of a wave or something like that, you're really not gonna see it because of the paint job, how we're gonna do it. But also too, that being said, we could also completely go a different direction with this car once it's all said and done. We could still decide that, oh, you know what, let's give it a decent looking paint job. You know, shiny or whatever you want to do. We'll be good enough. We could do that if we wanted to, but I think we're still gonna go patina or ratty muscle car look is what we're after. But it's gonna be good underneath. It ain't gonna be a bunch of stuff that's gonna fail. This will last a long, good while, and I feel pretty confident with it. We just gotta fix this one little spot right here, and the rest of this door feels pretty daggum nice. But it's not a lot of filler. You can see how thin this filler is. There's metal showing up everywhere in it. I found my magnet the other day. So we got plenty of metal coming through. It could be the thickest place right here, and that's still not that bad. So Good to me. So let me wipe it one more time, run it down one last time, blow it out real good. We get to stand out, hang these things up, and get some primer shot today. Thank God. All right, got the door where I'm about 90% happy with it. It's not 100% perfect, but it's better than it was. So I got them hanging. However you can get them to hang, whatever works. Got some primer mixed up already. Gun's ready to rock and roll. And so yeah, we're about to move forward on these things finally. Piece of shit. Alright. I barely got these doors primed, but this one turned out a little better than that other one. The other one looked like I was spraying freaking bed liner all over it. Couldn't get the gun to operate. Just kept spitting and sputtering and making, I don't know, junk. I can't stand them daggone guns, but I don't know, I'm not real happy with that primer job. More likely it's gonna have to get primed again, so it don't really matter. That's just the first part of it right there. But I don't know, the doors look fairly good from what they are. I'm gonna let them dry and see how much time I got left on this video. May get started on some fenders. I don't know yet. I may get the passenger fender up on the stand and just see what it's going to take. It's probably going to have to be stripped down to bare metal as well, more than likely, but we will see what it holds. More than likely going to run this fender, but definitely going to have to strip it down for the most part and fix that hole in the front. But I'm tired of doing little crap that don't want to work, and so I'm going home. Let these dry. So I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow. All right, next day. Doors should be dry, which it don't take primer that long to dry. Good couple hours, and you can really work with it as you need to. But like I said before, I like to let the primer sit as long as I can. So we're not going to do anything more to these doors until they're on the car. So I'm going to get them off the stand, put the stand up, get a fender out here. I don't know which one I'm going to start with first. Probably going to start with maybe the driver's side. I don't know yet. So I don't know. I'm scared of the passenger side. I'm scared I may not be what I want it to be. Okay. Kind of just stuck it up on the car, kind of gauge what it was going to look like. I'm really up against a rocker panel. The other fender, which the whole damn fender just moved on me, but the other fender, it's kind of hard to do this with one hand. All right, so I stuck it up on the car, even though the door ain't on it, but it fits the rocker panel 1,000 times better than the other fender. You know, there's a ton of work to do on this thing. We're going to strip her down, see what it consists of. This fender, the whole bottom has been remade on this fender, and it just, there's a lot going on. The whole fender seems like it's warped. It just don't fit. So I don't know what's going on with it. I just kind of feel like trying to fix that fender and getting it square is going to be more work than this fender. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this fender off, get it on the stand, start sanding it down, and I gotta be ending this video. We are pretty much out of time on it. All right, Mr. Fender, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna lay up on this thing right here. I can tell you, yeah, just get all kind of weird on me. I'm gonna have to bring another stand over here. And I'll take this emblem off. It's broken anyway, but still kind of cool. And see what we can do as far as, man, this upper lip is kind of destroyed. Man. Yeah, kind of destroyed. Let me grind this. Yeah, somebody's done beat the shit out of this thing. All right, so somebody, you can see how much this is flared out. I don't believe it's supposed to be that way. And split right there, and they just come in and filled a bunch of filler in there after they literally just destroyed the fender trying to flare it, I guess they had it lowered and they're putting wider wheels on it. If you look at this fender, which has probably got a ton of filler on it as well, kind of feels like it. That kind of isn't as flat as this one. I don't know. This is definitely beat up, and this line is flattened. See how it's supposed to be, and then you can kind of see how it kind of rolls up in there. So this may not be the fender to use. It's kind of mangled right there, and broke loose there. So that one may not get used. Coming anyway. All right, we're gonna have to back up and repunt on these fenders. The more I look at this fender, the worse it gets. So somebody's done butchered a hole right there. They butchered this hole right here, which that doesn't concern me too much, but this thing's been butchered to death. The more I look at it, the worse it gets. Of course, look at this line. It's kind of hard to see on camera. I was kind of trying to show y'all. This is definitely a lot flatter versus this one. See how softer this looks? And now this thing's probably got like 28 layers of shit on it, but it's just a lot softer than this one. And you can just kind of tell, man, it's kind of hard to see on the camera. Hopefully y'all can see this. You can just see that inner lips just beat all to shit. This one isn't. So we know the passenger side fender should be good. It looks good on the inside. I don't see nothing standing out to me. This fender here, man, it's got a bunch of filler or something going on up there in the top. That one's basically scrap metal. This fender, I stuck it on the car, put 2 bolts in it. I put it back in its original spots, you know, the witness marks on the car. And this is what I'm talking about. Kind of see how the side of it just kicks out, and then if you see how much it kind of covers up the rocker. So if you push it, try to push it forward, it just, the whole fender just bows out, and it don't match up with the rocker at all, and I'm not even close to where it's supposed to mount. So this whole thing like kind of bows up. We may be hunting another fender. And there's also something going on. This thing got hit. You can see a lot of scratch marks in it. So this fender evidently was crunched up some kind of way and got repaired straight enough to get it back on the car, and that's as far as it went. So I guess we're just going to start with the passenger fender, getting it took apart and start sanding on it, see how it sands out. Maybe you get lucky and not have to strip it down to bare metal. Probably gonna have to do that, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get started on the passenger fender, I reckon. I just called and broke the bad news to him that we gotta find a driver front fender. So it is what it is at this point. And you could possibly use those fenders. Well, I know that one fender, you catch hell trying to get it mounted. I don't even know how it was mounted before. But I remember taking it apart. I caught hell getting it off. Man, that bolt's kind of a pain in the butt to get to. All right, you get off of there now, I'll tell you. That's off of there. Man, you kind of got a hole right there for some freaking reason, but it don't really bother the car. And a lot of paint buildup on this thing. So I'm gonna flip it over, get the sanding, and see what we got. You got some cracking going on around where the antenna mounted. Get that one out of there. That's broke anyway. You get on out of there. Dry rotting. Alright. Now set up the sander and get the sanding and see what we got. I reckon. Okay, a little bit of sanding on this thing. It's also got all the layers on it like everything else, so go figure. The main thing is it's got this soft layer of paint in there, and I can dig my fingernail in it and peel it out of there. And that's why it's turning this primer or whatever into like a purple. And I mean, there's just right here is 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 layers right there. That's just man, you can feel it too. So got some sanding to do, but I think the fender is in good shape, so that's a plus. We're just gonna keep messing with it. Well, that's gonna end up doing it on this episode on the Mach 1 Mustang body rebuild, so to speak. So hope y'all enjoyed it. Go tell your buds and like and subscribe for me, and if you want to be a member, get your name up on the Mirror of Fame, so to speak. So 99 cents a month for BAM Nation. I appreciate all the members and subscribers, and I'm going to keep sanding this thing, and y'all should go check out some of my older videos, and we'll catch you on the next one.